it another world of where you go, you get up on it, you die, and that invites you. Attention, Red Unit will now invite in Final Fantasy X left error. P, 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 P. I am going to be a blast ball when I go up. Feeding up one into his potted motion. See you later, Star Fox. Here is home area.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey everyone.
Hello, hello.
Welcome to Tuesday. I almost fucked it up and pronounced it wrong. Phew. Phew. Loudly wiping my forehead. What's up?
How are you today?
I'm good. Okay. Okay, yeah, hang on. I need to let me set up my VTuber real quick. Oh yeah? What's wrong with Final Fantasy? Hmm? Hmm? Yeah? Okay. Star Fox? Yeah? You think? Okay. Just kidding. We're gonna play Final Fantasy! Yay!
I'm being silenced. You fucking silenced me because you couldn't bear me saying that I didn't care how you felt today, and I only cared about Final Fantasy.
I'm silenced too!
Oh Christ!
All right, everybody, let's start over. All right, let's see. Okay, music is finishing out. everyone. Welcome to Tuesday. Tuesday in it.
Happy Titus Tuesday.
Titus Tuesday. Cheetus Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna play Final Fantasy. Forget all that stupid shit I was doing before. That was fake and didn't happen and wasn't real.
Listen to my story.
Okay.
This may be our last chance.
Well-
Final Fantasy.
Well, it was your last chance because now we're going into Vox Polite mode.
This might be our final fantasy.
Fantasy. So basically, because this game is cutscene heavy, we're going to be using Vox Polite, but because it's also random battle heavy, we'll have a lot of chances to probably hear the voxes. So
Yep.
that's what we're doing. Let's go ahead and let that one through.
Jesus.
Tea this.
See this.
Tea this.
I will.
Okay.
We will.
We will. I'll let this one through too.
Buddy?
All right, perfect. Okay. Let's. You want to see the game that I got ready
Yes.
for you? Okay.
Yes.
All right. It's gonna be at a random part of the intro, and it's
Roll that beautiful music.
bean footage.
Bean music.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Let me put this down here where you can see it. All right. Anyway, they never say Tidus's name out loud in this game because you are allowed to rename him.
Mhm.
But in Kingdom Hearts, they say Tidus, and also
His name is pronounced Titus.
It's pronounced
this is
Titus.
Canon. It's look it up on Wikipedia.
yeah, it's
That is
also
the
how it's
definitive pronunciation. What?
it's how it's pronounced in Japanese, also.
Yes.
So it's just true. Even though
It-
the thing is that it makes you. They present this game to you and it's filled with water, and it's like, here's our hero, and they give you the word that looks like Titus. It's like, okay, so he's like a water guy.
Yeah.
But actually, his name is based on like an Okinawan word for sun.
Yeah.
So it actually has nothing to do with water.
I think probably that they wanted that though.
I think they probably wanted it, yeah.
Yeah.
So today we're going to be playing the Final Fantasy X randomizer, which really all it does is it shuffles all the abilities in the sphere grid with other abilities, and it also shuffles all of the stats on the sphere grid with other stats. This, if you've never played or seen this game before, this means fucking nothing to you, and that's fine. But basically, our guys aren't going to be getting their moves in the order or on the character that they're intended to be early on. So there's that. It's probably not going to have a huge effect on things. It'll just be a little bit of funny spice for me, I've played this game before, and I need it to be different, or else I'll scream.
You want to scream?
I want to scream. Oh yeah, let me thank everyone for putting coins in my mouth real quick. Thank you too.
Well, hurry up.
Okay.
This is gonna tell a story.
It's fine. He's gonna. I don't think he says his story here. He just
Oh, that's right.
shows.
This is
You just see
bad.
their little campfire party. This is
Yeah,
a preview
trash
of
mode.
all our new friends that you're gonna meet someday. Okay, thanks to Ansamaru for the sub. Thank you to Hollowtones Holly for the sub. Thank you to DVD Player for the sub. Thank you Zach. Thank you JD Birdie. Thank you Platinum Tulip. Thank you Crashing Waves. Thank you Stacking Way. Thank you Big Olive for 5 coins and message of, hey, here's a little moolah in exchange for some of your tastiest tips, ships. It was written like that, so I had to do something. That's what I chose. Thank you Rainy Acoustics for the sub. Thank you Shofra for the sub. Thank you Laser Lily for gifting a sub to Max and Cyber. Thank you Lace and Silk for the sub. Rose Spirit for the sub. Bikiplo for the sub. Yuna from Final Fantasy for the sub.
Hell yes.
Hell yes, your time has finally come. It's you on the screen. And then thank you Galbu for the resub. All right. Do you want to watch the rest of this fun little campfire party?
I'm sorry. I'm distracted by all the people in the chat who have never heard this song in context and thought it was like stock music.
What? Wait. I heard this all the time in videos, says Holly. What does that
Oh
mean?
my god, that's really funny.
Mm-hmm. I heard this in a bookstore once in college. It was playing in the Barnes & Noble.
I
And was
probably
like,
heard it on someone's Neopet page
yeah.
as a MIDI.
Oh, hell yes. Did they? So this is the HD version that you can get on Steam. Did they change the models in this at all? Probably, right?
Probably.
Yeah. I remember Titus had really funny duck lips in the PS2 version that always felt like they were jutting out like a little Pringle
Yeah.
Pringle situation. It's royalty free.
Oh my god, the disrespect.
This is the original
I'm
soundtrack.
Oh, yes.
You're gonna?
I'm gonna try a new thing where I'm informative and I don't just read bullshit off Amazon or NeoSeeker.
Oh, interesting.
I'm going to tell you,
Uh-huh.
for those of you in the chat who don't know, Final Fantasy X was the very first Final Fantasy that wasn't fully composed by Uematsu.
Oh! I didn't know that, actually.
It was composed by Uematsu and Hamauzu, who did the soundtrack for 13.
Oh,
And
that makes
also,
sense.
Jinya Nakano, who did the music for Threads of Fate.
Oh, okay. Neat.
So now you know.
Wow. Wow, we're becoming Game Explain. Or no, they don't do Game Explain doesn't explain things about games. They're a regular news site. This is Did You Know?
This is game theory.
It's just a game theory that it
Mhm.
wasn't composed solely by Uematsu. This is called True Trivia. It's called Truvia, which sounds like a sugar substitute.
Is it not?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that is a sugar
Is that one?
substitute.
I want to look it up. Truvia versus Steve. Holy shit, it is!
Definitely stevia, yeah.
It's real. Okay, well, it's not called that anymore. Anyway, so the way the randomizer works is it creates a save file for you that's all fucked up at the earliest point that a save file can be placed at. And the earliest point that a save file can be placed at is after the intro. So we're going to start a new game. We're going to watch the intro scenes. And then once we get to the point that the corrupted, fucked up, twisted save file is at, then we'll swap over to it. So here we go. This doesn't matter. We're going to be using a fucked up version of the standard sphere grid because that locks everyone into their like character paths, while expert starts everyone in the middle and lets you like choose where to put them. And I wanted to have less options. Arranged, or no, sorry, original. Well, it doesn't matter.
It does matter, actually.
Does it? Oh no, tell me about it. What's bad? Was it good to pick which one?
I don't know. It's personal preference. I think the remastered soundtrack isn't great.
Okay, that's what I figured. Okay, this is the actual intro for real, which I think is going to be the same cutscene, but
Yes,
has
it's
talking.
the same, but I think it has narration, right?
Yeah, I think he talks. Expert Sphere Grid is the better option if you're playing the game normally, I think, because it gives you more choice to fuck around. But I want to be dealt a hand of cards and then forced to use it, so.
Chicken leg. Chicky leg.
Chicken leg?
Chicken leg, chicky leg.
Chicken leg? God, his pants, his long mesh short.
I also had no exposure to this game really until after I had played Kingdom Hearts. So,
Oh.
like, I'd seen a commercial or something, like I saw a news segment about it. where
A
they were
news
like,
segment about Final Fantasy
cutting
X.
edge graphics from Japan.
Japan is creating incredible cutting-edge graphics with Final Fantasy X. He's really smooth.
He is very smooth. This is probably how it looked if you played this game in 2001.
Yeah.
Listen to my story.
Okay.
I'm listening.
This may be our last chance.
Yeah, this game has a lot of camera fades. They were proud of that. There are a lot of things that like show up in this game a lot that you're just like, you guys were so proud you could do this finally.
Yeah, and like even even when this game like sucks ass, it's I don't know, it's impressive I guess for
It's
how
good.
ambitious it was.
It
Yeah.
fucking rules. I love this game. Yeah, time for the smallest song possible.
Oh my god. I don't remember this music at all.
Oh, you don't? It turns into it turns into Final Fantasy Prelude after a sec.
Oh,
There it is. But it's like really small is the thing.
it's so little. Like his pants.
Do you like how Titus lives in a boat?
Does he live in a boat?
Yeah, this is his house that we're on right now, and it is a
Oh,
boat.
okay. I didn't realize he had a house. This is like Sora's mom.
Oh yeah. You walk up here and look at the beautiful
Wow.
cityscape.
Beautiful skyline.
The really close skybox. There's a big like water bridge.
Mm-hmm.
This game is very water focused.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can do this.
Okay. Is that for sports? Do you do that for sports?
It's sport technique.
Okay.
Can I have your autograph?
Of course.
Like opens up like he like taps on the ball and like a little name entry screen pops up. All right, we're just gonna leave him named this.
Good luck tonight.
Nothing to worry about. Oh, if I score a goal, I'll do this. That will mean it was for you, okay? What seat?
He's blocking the front row. Fits from the right.
Got it.
Two, three.
Can you sign this?
If I score a goal, I'm gonna put my finger and my thumb in the shape of an L on my
Alrighty.
forehead. And that'll mean it was for you. You fucking
Take it
idiot.
easy.
If I score a goal, I'm gonna fucking loose it. That'll mean it's for you, okay?
Well, gotta go. Cheer for me.
2, 3. Teach us how to blitz.
Hey, I got a game to play.
Then teach us after.
Maybe tonight, well...
You can't tonight. Promise?
I love how he just takes it in stride.
Yeah, it's
Like,
normal.
sorry, I got something tonight. I can't.
I'm busy. I forgot they do the fucking
Yeah. The blitzball salute.
the blitzball prayer. So take note of that. Take note of that motion that these children just performed in perfect unity.
Mm-hmm. You do it for sports.
Mm-hmm. I love how he walks along this highway to his big sports game from his houseboat. He looks so tired here. His pouty little lips.
Pouting?
He's...
I was in a coffee shop running away from home when I heard the news. Our hero, Jack,
It's gonna be a
gone,
killer game tonight,
vanished
I
into
know it.
thin air. My dad must have been his biggest fan. I knew how sad he'd be. Heck, we all were that day. Zanar, I says to myself, what are you thinking? I went running straight back home. We sat up talking about Jack all night.
Didn't get any
I never
sleep
talked
till
so
morning.
much. Whoa. I mean to reminisce, folks. Anyway, 10 years later, the Jack Memorial Cup tournament is today. The two teams that have won through to the finals are, of course, the Abes from A East and the Duggles from C
Wait, that's
South.
the announcer?
Yeah.
People out
It
Okay.
there
does.
to
I'm pretty sure it's
see
Oren's
Star
voice
the
actor
Abes.
also.
Oh,
In just
no
1
wonder.
year, he's become the team's #1 player.
I might be
He's
wrong,
Jack's
but
blood
it's
and
got a
new
similar.
It sounds like him.
Yeah.
What kind of super play will he show us today?
Everyone's enjoying the Duggles. I'm glad.
Make way, make way.
Oh yeah. Look at him. Look at he's in the very bottom. You might miss him. Whenever you stop in this scene, he like just does that.
Oh my god.
Also, I'm noticing now for the first time all these like pre-rendered NPCs down here.
Yeah, this is really funny. Oh my god. I want to blow them out of the way with Flurry.
Me too.
That's my impulse.
Also, I just noticed like this is like a pre-rendered screen. I feel like there's not a lot of those in this game.
I don't remember.
Because like they were very proud of being able to do real-time areas.
Yeah, I guess.
He got real wet.
He's wet.
From all the running he had to do on the highway to get here.
Oh,
Here's that good shit.
God, I love that this is like the third song you hear.
This whole scene fucking rules. Because it completely confuses you as to what this game's going to be.
God.
Their insane electric water ball sport. Yes, this song is also from Final Fantasy X. This one's it's not royalty free.
It's not Kickstarter video music.
All the music in this part is actually just a bit quiet for some reason. I can turn it up a little bit though.
Oren, he's not missing an arm, right?
No, he's it's a Ronin thing. 'Cause he's a samurai without a master, so he puts his arm in his coat.
Okay.
It's like a Ronin trope thing.
Okay. I don't know about Ronin tropes.
Okay.
I don't really browse ronintropes.com.
That's fine. Leave it to me. Yeah, I always thought when I was a kid, I thought like his hand was broken or something, but no, it's just like because he uses it to fight.
Yeah.
But
This is like complete nonsense and like, well, I know what's going on because I'm familiar with this game.
Yeah.
But if I were seeing it for the first time, I'd be like, this makes no sense, but I guess it's cool.
yeah, it's just a lot of cool shit happening all at once. I like this part where he's doing it, and then some lasers happen with the big ball.
Okay.
Barrier Trio in chat has the right idea. It's sick and I don't know or care about what it means.
Well, you're on track.
Yeah, that's correct. No, no, our water ball fell apart.
Oh, no.
Load-bearing new metal. I need to go back here a little bit.
Oh, hey.
Oh, he's
okay.
here.
Oren,
How you
what are
doing?
you doing here?
Yeah.
I was waiting for you.
I guess the game is a little
What
quiet.
are you talking about?
Turn up a bit. He just walks away.
It begins. Don't cry.
Don't cry.
Okay. You didn't really seem to mind this child being here before.
Yeah.
What the?
You only care when stuff starts getting blown up, huh?
Hey, wait! Hey, not this way.
Look.
Suddenly you
seamless
pre-render.
transition.
Yeah.
Holy shit. This is
Wow.
the future.
The future is here.
We call this
And back to this.
Sin?
Yum yum. Sportsman.
Use your sports kick.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No.
a gift from Jet.
My old man?
Take note of his prowess.
I hope you know how to use it.
Well, if you were paying attention, sir.
Anyway, directly after that, he has no trouble.
Well, this is a video game now.
That's true.
Before, that was a movie.
Yeah.
Overkill.
Yeah.
What exactly does overkill mean again?
It's like if you do way more damage than an enemy has HP.
Oh, so it's just supposed to make you feel good.
Yeah, and also you get like bonus stuff for it, I think.
Oh, okay.
You get like more spheres or whatever. I don't remember. There's some shit to it. I'll talk about my random settings once we actually load the rando save file, which will be in a moment here. I think after this next screen. Just immediately uses a gravity
Get out of my
move.
town!
Some can't wait to die.
What?
Some can't wait to die. Gotta use Bushido. Gotta use Dragon
Oh, fuck
Fang.
yes.
Time for button press minigame. Oh god. It's Xbox buttons, but I am using a PlayStation controller, so I have to translate it.
Yeah, you were talking about that before the stream, and I was thinking, like, well, this game doesn't really have, like, quick time events, does it? Well. Well.
Well. Yeah, I don't know why the city's designed like a fucking Sonic Adventure level. That's a good question. I think this one's just a... Oh, fuck. There we go. This is a timing one.
You're gonna die.
It's gravity magic.
You're gonna die.
Gravity magic in Final Fantasy can only
You're
ever
gonna
do a portion
die.
of your current HP.
You're gonna fucking die.
I'll never die. I've never died.
It's gonna give you a false sense of security with Demi, and then it's gonna fucking
It's gonna bite me.
smack you once. It's gonna bite you.
It's fine. Check this out.
Yeah? Wow.
See, it was wiggling. It hated it.
It was always ugly. I think it kind of liked it.
You think it kind of liked it?
I think it kind of liked it.
Yeah, you might be right. I love Tidus's funny loping walk.
Sports.
All right, I think this is where this is where the save file starts. So I should swap over now.
Okay.
Which I don't know how I'm gonna do that. I guess I'll just restart the game.
Cool city. What a worthless city.
Ah!
What the fuck?
That's the launcher. Did you like it?
I didn't.
I didn't either.
I think you should have opened it in Play Online.
No, I don't need to manually save. I have like a pre-made randomizer file. I made one earlier this morning and I played far enough to get to the sphere grid and make sure it worked. And then I made a second one that I don't know what it is. So the first one was Tidu. And if you load up the game, it has like a cool overlapping double S for the S. And this is our actual one. I'll load this file. So the randomizer settings are Tidus always has flee, so we can run away from battles if we need to. And then all skills are shuffled with other skills and magic, and all stats are shuffled with other stats. That's as far as I know. That's all. It's not like a huge change, I think. We'll see how it
What are you
goes.
laughing at, old man?
He's
Alright,
literally
let's get
not
out of here.
It's
laughing.
literally not though.
We're expected.
Huh?
We are expecting.
Give me a break, man.
Oh, this is so cool for teens.
Yeah,
This is complete nonsense, but it's so cool for teens.
it's so cool for me.
We're all teens today, Chaz.
Yeah, that's true. There's no option to mix everything up completely. If there was, I would have done that. But rest assured, I would have made the worst possible choice. You
I
can
wish
attack
you could
yourself
just-
in this.
Oh, that's fun. We should get, like, shuffle all of the enemies and, like, free Seymour Guados come out of nowhere.
That would be so good! Kano says Tidus is such a Disney Channel original movie guy. He really is. He's Brink. He's Johnny Tsunami. Wings start to flicker. Oh.
This could be bad. That. Knock it down.
What?
You'll see.
Tidus just fucking hates this.
What are you saying to me?
Use your sword. What?
It seems that Oren has started with full break.
Oh,
So-
but he can't use
You
it.
can't use it because it requires 99 MP.
That's fun.
So also for some of these characters, like initial introductions, it seems like they have anything that they might need to use for a tutorial,
Oh.
like automatically enabled. Like Aren has power break, and then the next character that we're gonna get temporarily also has their unique abilities because it's needed for like a cutscene type thing. But I think later in the game when we get characters for real, they'll be all fucked up.
Love it.
Yeah. Titus knows Oren. Titus.
You know that?
Sorry, Titus. Titus. Sorry, I was talking about Titus Fox, the mascot of the video game company Titus.
Go.
So Oren's 35, huh?
He's 35 years old.
He's 35 years old, huh?
Yeah, he's 35 years old. Just a scant few years ahead of me.
Like I said, we're all teenagers today.
That's true. Okay,
So
he's
that's
quite-
what 35-year-olds look like.
Oren!
I love this giant weird fractal meat in the sky.
You can't call it that.
That's what it is.
This is it. This is your story.
It's a story.
It all begins here.
Gets a really tall head.
God.
So good.
Oh.
Hey. Hey!
My old man?
I was so fucking confused by this.
Well, yeah.
If you could-
naturally.
You might not believe this, but I was pretty confused by this the first time I saw it. We're in the ruins of the stadium.
Hey.
Fusing ruins and stadium into the same word.
This is like the swimming glitch in Star Fox Adventures.
Oh yeah.
I thought about a lot of things. Like where I was, what I got myself into. I started to feel lightheaded, and then sleepy. I think I had a dream of being alone. I wanted someone, anyone beside me, so I didn't have to feel alone anymore.
I love his his monologue voice.
Yeah, it's so different from the way he just does dialogue.
Mm-hmm. It always stood out. It's constant little sounds of
Anybody
distress.
I God, that leg.
Mm-hmm.
The whenever I hear characters doing like little grunts like that, I
Hey.
think about this one interview that I saw with the voice actress for Vanille from 13,
Mm-hmm.
where she was just talking about how like she was directed to do all these little like like all the time. Like Christ, that explains a lot actually.
Yeah. The voice direction for this game was probably also very interesting because like voice acting, like they were just Sonic Adventure had just come out a little bit earlier. Like a lot of companies were just dipping their toes into the arena of
Yeah.
like full voice acting.
Mm-hmm.
Also, this game has an insane technical limitation, where so for the dub, we'll save over this one, I guess. They weren't allowed to change any, they weren't allowed to change the duration of any of the sound clips, or the game would like break because like all the durations were hard coded. So they had to they could like add silence, but they couldn't to match the original Japanese line if it was the English was too short, but they couldn't make lines longer at all. So there's a lot of very abrupt line delivery as a result of this.
I only played this game for the first time a couple of years ago. Like I had seen it, I watched like a playthrough of it maybe like 10 years ago, but I played it myself a couple of years back.
Yeah.
And like, I just remember thinking that the cutscenes were so like insane. Like, even if this were a new thing for games. I just was thinking like, but they've seen movies, right? Like movies existed, didn't they?
They did, and yet.
But I know making video games is hard. Making video games was probably the harder.
And yet.
And yet.
There's still just a lot to appreciate. Oh yeah, the first like regular battle they put you in is underwater. To show you, that's right. In this game, you will fight underwater.
But it doesn't make a difference.
It doesn't. It limits the party members that are allowed to be in your fights if it ever happens. So I think there's only 3 party members that can swim.
There's this one left. Kill it.
Kill it. Just shoot it with your gun. Use your gun.
Oh, you waited too long. That was a big one.
Yeah. This guy's got a big belly of ribs.
Oh, that's a Kingdom Hearts boss. Sorry for saying Kingdom Hearts again, but I can't help it.
Is that the? Are you dropping hints for the next stream series?
No. Is there anything in the cage? Do you go in the cage?
I think later on this guy appears again and the cage becomes more relevant.
Okay.
Also, general rule in chat, there are a lot of people that are experiencing this game for the first time, and also there's a lot of stuff that Gigi and I probably forgot. So it seems insane to enact a no spoilers policy for Final Fantasy X, but let's try and focus on like things that are happening rather than talking about stuff that happens throughout the game, just in general. Thank you.
I had made it out of the frying pan and into the freezer.
I love that line.
Okay.
I love that line.
I thought I was gonna die in this place.
Why? Why the freezer? It's not even cold.
No, it's cold. You're gonna learn how cold it is. Just wait.
It's not freezing.
Oh, just fucking wait. You're gonna learn just how cold it is in here. Look, there's a statue. It's gonna freeze your heart.
Okay.
There's water. It's gonna
It's
fog.
running water. It's not frozen.
It's gonna fog. The rocks will roll away from him without him doing anything. Check it out. Here it comes. Here it comes. You're gonna learn.
Need fire.
Oh my god.
And then right back to just jogging.
Just jog for warmth.
Yeah. Doesn't work here. Not in this world.
Say you got out of the frying pan and into the fucking ocean.
Out of the
frying
frying pan.
Into
And
the
into
sink.
into the fucking ocean.
Bored Titus.
Obtained withered bouquet.
Okay.
Wow, a treasure. Whoa, you can see the save point from here. Wow, this whole area is real time.
This is the future.
This is the future of 3D technology.
Ever since I read off that fact about the composers of this game, I've been silently trying to determine which composer did which song.
This one is Uematsu, I feel like.
This one's probably Uematsu.
It's got the
Everyone in the
FF7
chat,
like
please-
jingles.
Yeah, everyone in the chat, please play along with me.
Yeah. Love this awesome camera that just like spins around.
Yeah, there's blood on the floor.
That's fine. It's
That's a dying message.
There we go. There's no mod for that. You can just pick which soundtrack to use. Examine. Examine.
Examine.
Oh.
Flint.
Yeah, we are using the original.
Does flint work if it's wet?
Time to find out.
Because that's totally wet, and this wood has got to be wet.
He's just doing that. He's giving it a round of applause. We probably won't let any Voxes through until after we're like through the intro stuff. Until
Yeah.
things start calming down a bit.
Yeah. We need to get established.
Yeah. The flint was in a perfectly hermetically sealed drawer.
Okay.
So it's fine, it's safe.
You know what?
What?
I need food. What do you want?
This is the inside of his boathouse, by the way.
Bad call.
Oh, I see. Wait, why does it look like a lab?
Because of you.
You came to say that?
It's been 10 years.
Tidus is kind of a tricky, yes. He's extremely Prince Tricky
Oh
advanced.
my god, yeah, that's true.
Me?
You cried.
Oh fuck! You had one job. Why? Why that flashback after I need food?
Don't go out on me! Nah, just talk. I'll get more wood.
Oh my god.
Here he goes.
Okay.
Give me a break!
Also, I want to point out that so Tidus has like the sword that he got from Auron,
Right.
but also he has like a little shield, which he I guess already had
Oh.
from sports.
Oh, is that for sports?
I don't think it's for sports, but he did already have it. It wasn't given to him by Auron. I love the camera. Cinematic.
It's just like movies.
It's just like from movies. If you've seen movies, this is a bit like that.
I have to be honest up front. I'm
Yeah.
sorry to any Tidus likers in the chat. I cannot fucking stand Tidus.
That's fair.
I think he's one of the worst Final Fantasy protagonists, maybe on par with like Vaughn.
Oh Christ, that's harsh.
I'm sorry.
I love him, but I love him because he sucks.
That's fair.
I like to see him, and I like to hear him. That's all it takes.
This costume.
Yep. Just put some straps everywhere. Put them in there. Put them up there. Using grenades. Okay.
I did like Zidane more, and I'm not afraid to say it. I think Zidane is likable.
I don't remember Zidane. I think it's cool when he uses 2 knives, but I think it's lame when he uses one long stick with knives on the end. That's the extent of my opinion of Zidane. Stole grenade.
Overkill.
Killed. Completely silent. Yep.
Okay.
There you go. That's where the straps are. Wait, you're a girl?
That was close. Hey, let me go.
If they just shot him right here.
Here we go.
It's time.
We're back on Dinosaur Planet.
Yep.
Fed! Srivita Grisa! Ich bin petted. Verpuneket verdrick. Kuno.
Wait a second.
Yeah? Is there a problem?
Hang on a second. I don't know if I should say this. I could have sworn that was on that map of Italy going around on social media.
You might be right.
Kid, did die job.
Anyway, so these folks speak in a different language that's just a cipher for English, but they go all out fucking pronouncing it in the cutscenes.
They did what Star Fox Adventures was too afraid to do.
Right, whatever.
Tuli Hood Kabeg?
I said I don't understand.
Fed! He said you can stay if you make yourself useful.
You understand me? All right, I'll work.
I think that this game has bad voice acting, but it is good voice acting when you consider what they had to deal with.
Yeah. Introduction to Albed. Find Albed primers to help you decipher the strange Albed language.
Yay!
I'm not going to read that last one. Tidus has achieved the rank of Albed Hujula. Hujula. Hujula glad you did say.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm glad.
Yes.
I'm so glad. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay. So now,
Now one letter is translated.
one letter is translated whenever we see Albed written in the game. Oh, we got 3 potions.
Let the whole line play.
Oh, almost
Oh,
forgot.
sorry.
No!
Let it play. I'm sorry.
No!
The spear grid is used to develop your character's activating nodes with spheres. Let's see how this is done.
Here we are. Oh, this is the tiny music.
This is the tiny music. It's a little bit bigger this time, but not by much. All right, we're gonna just skip through this, and I'll tell you how it works later.
Oh my god.
You move a little guy around the game board, and you can activate nodes next to the little guy. And the nodes contain stats or abilities.
So this game doesn't have like traditional leveling up, right?
Right. Yeah, you don't get experience. You don't get levels. You get you get a sort of experience that gives you sphere levels, which you spend and then they're gone.
You get the experience of traveling with your friends.
Yeah.
Across the world of Spiro. They're not your friends.
No. What's up? Oh, thank you, Frums, for 20.21 coins and message of Final Fantasy X.
Final Fantasy.
Look at how many grid there is.
That's so many.
Yeah. All right, so now we'll look at it for real.
Okay.
So Tidus has one level, and he starts down here. There are lock spheres, which sort of like stop you from going to places you're not supposed to. But eventually, in this game, you can get the characters all over the grid. Where's the button to zoom? No. Okay, I don't know how to zoom anymore. It probably told me during that cutscene that I was ignoring. But anyway, yeah. So like it locks.
You were the sphere grid. That's great.
I love the grid. So I'm gonna try not to peek too far ahead, because you can like technically I could like look along Tidus's entire like skill tree here basically and see what we're gonna get. But I'm gonna try not to look too far ahead, so we can still have surprises.
Yeah.
So all this stuff is shuffled, keep in mind. So all skills and magic have been shuffled with each other. All stats have been shuffled with each other. So Tidus's first skill is going to be Bribe. Okay, cool. Let's just go ahead and get that learned. Yep. That's all we can do for now.
Okay. I need food.
I need food. She starts with Double Cast and Nabbed Gill. Okay.
Double cast?
It's great that this is locked to her. We'll see if she can make use of that much later. Okay. There you go.
Thank you.
We found some ancient ruins right beneath us. It's not active now, but there should still be some power left. We're gonna go down there and activate it. And then we should be able to salvage the big prize.
This voice is some manner of Powerpuff Girl,
let's
right?
get to work.
I don't think it is.
She sounds like Powerpuff Girl. I don't remember which one.
It's Powerpuff Girl in like in like energy, but I don't think it's literally a powered Puff Girl. Is she
This is
Timmy
Tara
Turner?
Strong. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, Tara Strong is Bubbles. Okay.
Oh, I was wrong. I don't know anything.
You don't know anything about the Powerpuff Girls.
I don't know anything about Timmy Turner.
Well, he was an average
Green
kid.
moose,
No one understands.
guava juice. Green moose birthday cake. Green moose chocolate shake.
Oh,
Green
okay.
moose.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. 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 Okay.
Thank you. Their starting stats are the same as always. It's just the stats that we're gonna find are going to be different.
I am going to start playing Voxes because I think you're going to be doing. Like,
I was doing some
this
shit for a
little
while.
bit.
Yeah, go for it. Now's the time.
T.
Great start.
Ooh, computer.
Save points.
This is also very Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah. And it worked. This is just how computers work.
Yep.
Pinch a ball is badass.
Pinch ball.
It is
Okay.
pretty badass.
It's pretty badass. How do I... Hello? Can I go in this? Please? Thank you.
Okay, chat. Who composed this music?
Yeah.
My guess is Starts a Fake Guy. I need to actually learn to sing.
That sounds right.
Not gonna.
Not gonna.
Red in my honey Pepsi.
Great job, Rick. Everyone loves it.
Overkill.
Killed over.
Warning. Incoming kill.
This punches this too.
My criteria for judging which composer did which song is if it's Uematsu, then it sounds like Uematsu did it. If it's Hamauzu, then it has poignant like piano chords. And if it's the Threads of Fate guy, then it's like atmospheric, probably.
Yeah. If it's the Threads of Fate guy, it sounds like a PS1 like RPG. It sounds like it's from a PS1 RPG you probably haven't played. Oh, this is Rika. Sorry, this is question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark.
Right. We don't know who this is yet.
Yeah.
Threads of Fate is difficult to play, but I have a lot of affection for it. Oh, I can play a fox.
Oh, cool. Wait, where's the trigger command? I'm out.
LBRG at time starting now.
There is no time. This is your sorry. Yo, sorry.
This guy's name is Tros. I think someone in chat just said that this is Ultros. It's a purple.
What? It's just.
It's a purple octopus
regular
with
Tros.
Tros. Just it's not
It's
ult.
just average Tros.
Just normal Tros. I feel like normally there's like a special command here that I maybe just can't do for some reason.
What special command?
There's like a position.
Oh yeah.
Well, time to just eat shit.
HS?
What's up? Maybe if I bribe this guy, it'll work.
But you said that if there were any skills that were like required, then they would have them, right?
Just for the intro, I think. I think this is temporary character version of this character.
Oh.
Oh, did Rook like lose a bunch of Voxes?
Did she?
She was at 8 before, now there's 4. But also I think the
Oh.
counter is a little bit busted, so it's hard to tell.
Maybe. Let me try another one.
Water and water and water, water, water and water and water, water.
That's the wrong Final Fantasy.
Yeah, wrong one. Yeah, I think Rook just counted bad.
This is water and water, water, water.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. This cool mechanic that never gets used again, I think.
Final Fantasy heads.
Eggs.
Yep. You're right. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Yeah, there's like other boss fights with special commands, but none that are like quite like this one. Thank you.
That's all the boxes that were in there currently. If you didn't get your box plate, let us know.
Let us know.
Hey, Titus is gonna die.
He's so tired. God, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark is so fucking weak. Don't squeeze the octopus, kids. That's what Ultra says, right?
I don't remember.
Don't tease. Don't touch the octopus. Anyone.
Don't fuck the octopus.
Anyone. I'm warning you. Don't do it.
Anyone. Don't you fucking dare.
I learned a skill level.
Okay.
We're gonna raise our magic defense by 5 points.
That seems useless.
Yeah. Whoops. Also, you can move backwards onto any like sphere tile that you've been to before, but it does cost a level to do so. So you can maneuver around here pretty freely. We don't have a magic defense sphere to use on this, so we can't actually learn it. I forgot they require like a consumable.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what? That's fine.
That's fine.
You don't need magic defense. It's fine. You don't need skills.
No.
You need spheres.
Yeah. Staring into the words asexual Ultros mood board.
What the fuck?
It's in my chat room. That's okay. We'll be able to get that that magic defense eventually. We just don't have any of those particular spheres at the moment, but we will.
I feel like you get most of the spheres pretty early on.
Yeah, you get like a bunch.
Yeah.
Yep, you can. And that is what we will be doing. Nope, sphere inventory, they're just like regular consumable items that we'll find from battles and stuff. It'll all make sense once we're in the actual game. We're still in the intro.
Is Titus ever gonna ask anyone what just happened in the prologue, or is he just fine with his new life as a Waterworld Kevin Costner? I feel like I feel like Titus has done a lot of just like frustrated yelling and no real asking of questions.
He's a dog. That's the thing that's good about him. Did you see him shake off?
Hey!
That's true.
Hey, I helped out, didn't I?
Why can't I sleep in the bed?
I want to go for a walk.
I need walkies.
I need treats.
Hungry.
Oh my god.
He's a dog.
She should have dropped it.
Whoa! Right on.
Lasagna.
Bodacious.
See, this is my Sonic voice. I'm sorry.
It's fine. He's in that category.
Hey!
This is a nightmare. I feel like this is one of the first moments where I was like, they had movies, right? They've seen movies, right?
Hey!
Hello there.
Riku?
You really do understand.
You already fucking knew that.
Hello there. What is your name?
Why didn't you say so earlier?
I didn't get a chance to. Everyone thought we were a fiend.
We.
We.
Oh, we means you.
It's like Miss Piggy.
Who are you guys anyway?
We're Al Bhed. Can't you tell? Wait, you're not an Al Bhed hater, are you?
I don't even know what an Al Bhed is.
Camera.
Where are you from?
Xanarkand. I'm a blitzball player. Star player of the Xanarkand Apes.
Did you hit your head or something?
You guys hit me?
Oh, right. Do you remember anything before that?
So I told her everything there was to tell about Xanarkand. About life there, Blitzball, and Sin's attack. And about how Aaron and I were engulfed in this light. I just said things as they came to mind. But then I started to wonder. Did I say something funny?
You were near Sin.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, you'll be better in no time. They say your head gets funny when Sin is near. Maybe you just had some kind of dream?
You mean I'm sick?
Because of Sin's toxin, yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, there is no Xanarkand anymore. Sin destroyed it 1,000 years ago.
Oh shit.
So no one plays blitzball there.
Huh? What do you mean, 1,000 years ago? But I saw Sin attack Xanarkand. You're saying that happened 1,000 years ago? No way!
She was saying it happened 1,000 years ago. I couldn't believe it. I started thinking about it. Still didn't make any sense.
I started thinking about it. What Riku said about Xanarkand.
What did you say about Xanarkand? Hey!
Why did it give me a chance to stop and like save?
You play blitzball?
Uh-huh.
You know, you should go to Luca. Someone might know who you are, or you might find someone you recognize.
Luca?
Ah.
Huh.
Okay, leave it to me. I'll get you to Luca. Promise. You'd rather stay here?
Uh-uh.
Okay, I'll go tell the others. Wait here. Oh, and one thing. Don't tell anyone you're from Xanarkand, okay? Yevon says it's a holy place. You might upset someone.
Oh, uh-huh. My Xanarkand?
Jess?
What's up? Don't worry about it.
Holy place? Yeah, right, I thought. Since when?
Holy?
Yevon? Sin? Luca? I thought Sin just took me to a faraway place. That I could go back in a day or two. But 1,000 years into the future?
1,000 years.
No way. Whoa.
You did this, Titus.
You fucked it up.
Spin dash.
Shin! Sinek Musa! Etonic! Etonic!
Whoa! Wow!
Well, bye.
See ya. Toilet. Flushed him. Yeah, that seems like something I want to save. Oh, no. Yes.
We've made progress, right?
Unknown sea. It's time to know the sea.
I see,
yeah.
I know it.
This is where it starts. Ooh, this is where it starts.
Another 1,000 years into the future for Titus.
God, that would be a good game. Just like getting rapidly isekai between.
Riku!
It's just like a metaphor for changing schools all the time.
This is why I hated my dad.
Blitzball!
Whoa!
Hey, you okay?
Here he comes!
Here he comes!
Here comes fucking...
Him. Oh, hey, it's a crew volunteer fireman. Chat!
That's a pug.
Yeah, it's a pug. Yes, it's John DiMaggio.
Yes, it is John DiMaggio doing a fucking awful accent.
It's really something. He's not
It
facing us
really
anymore.
fucking sucks.
Surrounded. Here comes the great line.
Hiya.
You wanna try that move one more time?
Finally. Things are starting to look up.
These are some real guys that thought sports were really cool. Poof.
You know amateur. Who you play for?
The Xanarkanabes.
What did she just tell you?
You fucked up bad.
What team you say again?
I meant, forget that. I got too, close to sin and my head's all foggy like. So, I don't know where this place is. Or even where I came from.
Sin's toxin got to you. But you're still alive. Praise be to Yevon.
There it is. The famous
Sport
ball
salute.
salute.
All right, back to practice. I'm Waka, coach and captain of the Besaid Aurochs, brother.
Brother.
What? You hungry?
Why do you just
Okay,
make a little
back to
tiny
the
whining
village.
sound?
Get yourself-
God, Waka's jeans. I forgot his jeans. I forgot he's wearing jeans underneath his like volunteer fireman chaps.
They're for sport.
They're for sports. They're for swimming in the water. His denims.
I feel like I would like Waka if not for his voice.
Yeah,
Genuinely.
I remember liking him a lot. Aside from, well, the one character development that he has throughout the game, and then also the voices.
Right. Well, yeah. Okay. There's that too.
There's that too.
Hey, you can swim in this game.
Yeah. Did you know you could swim on this one?
I'm learning. Waka does experience character growth. This is true.
He does. It's true.
Does not experience voice growth.
No. Oh boy, I can't wait to get the sun crest, or whatever this is. Moon crest.
Moon crest.
Transition into the water.
Waka experiences character growth through the spirit grid system. That's true. Tess, are you planning to get the celestial weapons?
Sure, why not?
Jess.
Sure, no problem. We'll make that decision when we get there. I don't remember what's involved.
I could trust this
Okay.
Waka.
I felt like I could trust this
just had to
Wonka.
ask.
Waka.
It's true Xanarkin was destroyed, right? 1,000 years ago.
His weird voice he's putting
It's
on.
just a big pile of rubble now, isn't it?
Long time ago, there were a whole lot of cities in Spira. Big cities with machina, machines to run them. People played all day and let the machina do the work. And then, well, take a look. Sin came and destroyed the machina cities. And Xanarkand along with him. Yeah, that was about 1,000 years ago. Just like you said. If you ask me, Sin's our punishment for letting things get out of hand. What gets me, though, is we gotta suffer because of what some goofballs did way back when. Of course, we must always repent for our sins. That's important.
Waka's very
Must
Christian.
repent for the
It's hard to
sins
keep
of our
balance sometimes,
goofball
you know?
forefathers.
Just as Riku said, Waka and Riku couldn't both be lying. Why would they?
But you from the Xanarkand days, that was a good, huh?
That laugh had like
I'm not
no
saying that team
startup.
never existed,
No
huh?
startup, instant, frame
But you gotta
one.
figure, a team living in luxury like that be pretty soft, eh?
I appreciated
Eh?
the fact that Waka was trying to cheer me up. But at that time, all I could think about was everything that happened to me. All this started with Sin. Maybe if I could find Sin one more time, I could go home. For now, I just live life until that time came. No more worrying about where or when I was. Sure, it was hard not to think of
Saxophone.
home,
I
but
forgot.
I started to feel better already. A little better. Maybe.
I felt like I was starting to wrap my head around the sin business. But how did I get back to Xanarkand?
I don't know, Squidward. So, someone in chat earlier floated the idea that Tidus's shorts are like the kind with a zip that like you can unzip and like take off the lower part. I'm just realizing that that's true. That's
Yep.
actually real
Yep,
because it has a zip around the edge.
that's
I don't think
100% real.
I didn't realize that before.
He had another matching short and then he unzipped it to look cool.
He did it on purpose.
He did it purposefully. Sin did not do this to him. Jack did not do this to him. He did it to himself.
This is his story.
This is his story.
That's what he said to Jack when Jack was like, "Why'd you take your short off? Zip your fucking short back on. Right this instant."
No son of mine's gonna be walking around with half a short.
This song is really good also. I listened.
true.
I used to listen to this song all the time when playing Ragnarok Online.
Aww.
It's this way.
Thank you, Jill, for 25 coins and message of sin. Flower.
Oh, this one is on Noizu. Okay.
Ah. Just guys being dudes.
What's the big idea?
There's a scene in Final Fantasy VIII that I just had a flashback to now where you're playing as Laguna and like for some reason or another, he throws his teammates off a cliff and then jumps after them. But the whole thing takes like 30 seconds. It's like the slowest animation.
That sounds great.
Look how far we've come. Now it just happens in 2 seconds.
You know, you played through FF8 recently.
I
Can
did.
you?
Yes.
I remember there vaguely being a scene where, like, so you get the airship in that, and its name is the Ragnarok.
Yes.
I vaguely remember there being a scene where Laguna's like, "Wow, what a cool name," and I only I realized much later that it's because his name is Ragna in Japanese, essentially,
Yes.
right? Yeah. Okay. All right. Just confirming that was real.
That's real. Laguna Rock is in the house.
Oh Christ! That's right. All right, Waka's skill. Let's see if Waka has. What do you start with? Armor break. Okay, cool. He does this with the ball.
Gigi, are you planning to play Dissidia and or Dissidia 012? I feel like you would really get something out of it. I don't know what... Dissidia is a fighting game, isn't it?
Yeah, they're fighting RPGs, and there's a lot of, like, story juice. I think you should at least watch, like, the cutscenes. There's probably, like, all the cutscenes are on YouTube.
Sure.
But it's, like, it's a bunch of characters from every Final Fantasy interacting. There's some fun stuff there.
Okay.
I don't know that you would get much out of the gameplay.
Yeah.
These fish died off screen.
God, I read Xenos is in it in the chat.
Xenos.
And I was looking at it and I just sort of zoned out and I thought you said Zelos. It's like, what the fuck is Zelos doing?
Wait, did they pronounce it Xenos in the dub?
Yeah.
Oh shit, okay.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. No, I've never listened to it, so I need to confirm these things.
Subs only Chess is in the house.
I know, it's okay. I have to know so I don't sound stupid when I say Xenos. You want to check out some Voxes, maybe?
Maybe I will. You know what? Maybe I will. Here we go.
Just a suggestion. That actually turned out topical.
Yeah, wow.
Ooh. I liked the drum.
Laguna Rockers in the house.
Yeah. Alright, now we have a sphere we can use on this magic defense. Moving on up. Got accuracy by 4 points. What's our next ability gonna be? I'm gonna take a peek.
Okay, very slowly.
Steal. Okay, that'll be interesting to have this early in the game. I don't even know if like a lot of the enemies will have steel tables. That's a good question. He has bribe and steal. He's from the city. I'm glad it just continued, and that I was in a battle for it to happen. Also, that's a good point in chat. Like, you can return to most of these areas anytime, so stuff will have steel tables.
I'm playing another Vox.
Okay, thank you.
I am from Lone Ark and please destroy.
No way.
That is, you know, Tidus does make a lot of Baby Warren type sounds. So I took a glance at Waka's sphere grid just now, and he has a lot of HP in it.
Oh, that's good, right? Somebody has to.
Yeah.
What?
Got a favor to ask you.
You want me
This
on your
is how you
team,
ask a
right?
favor?
Yeah.
Waka laughed, and it sounded like a repeating like sound for a voice
Major
clip
Blitz
in
tournaments coming
such
up.
as an
All the teams in
Undertale.
Spira are beating.
It's
It's so huge, I'm sure someone there will recognize you. Then you can go back to your old team, right?
It's like the expressionless
It'll be
like
fun.
level of
What do you
distance
say,
models.
huh? Come on, come
I saw the
on.
sun in that previous shot, and I was like, oh shit, it's a sightseeing log.
Sure thing.
Dude, our team is gonna rock, eh?
I thought then that Blitzball and Sin were the only two things that Spira and Xanarkand had in common. I wasn't too far off either.
Okay.
Dirt time.
This is where I was born. I started Blitz when I
I
was
was born in
5.
this JPEG.
I joined the Aurochs at 13, 10 years ago. 10
Oh, he's
years.
23.
And we never won a game.
Waka's 23, everybody.
After last year's tournament, I quit. Time seemed
Thank you,
right.
Belimini, for the sub. He's 23.
So, after quitting, I got this new job, yeah? But every time my mind wandered, I thought about the game.
10 years without a single win will do that.
My first match last year was my big chance. But something else was on my mind. I couldn't focus.
Nice excuse.
Hey, hey!
So, you want to win the next tournament? Go out with a bang. So, what's our goal?
I don't care how we do. Long as we play our best. If we give it our all, I can walk away happy.
No. If I say, what's our goal? You say, victory! When you play in a Blitzball tournament, you play to win.
Victory? You're serious?
Wait, you want to win? That's scary.
Chess,
Hmm?
do you know how to play blitzball?
Yes. Well, I
you,
did.
like-
I did.
Oh.
I like the concept of Blitzball enough to learn how to do it for the stream.
Okay, because when I played it, I absolutely did not engage with it at all, so I haven't actually seen how it's supposed to work.
From the scene.
What?
Be on
This
guard.
voice?
There are fiends on the road today. After surviving your run-in with Sin, it would be a shame if someone...
Sorry?
It's a threat?
Who are they?
Luzu
What was
and
that?
Gata, Crusaders.
Huh? Cruise of what?
What, you forgot that too? Hey, sorry. Don't worry about it. I'll help you out.
Cool. In return, come tournament time, I'll make sure we take the cup.
I'll take any cup that's not glued down.
About the Crusaders, you can ask them yourself. They got a lodge in their village.
Well, at least the ass shots are equal opportunity. Waka's loosely wrapped ass.
Loosely.
Crusade village.
You got any food there?
We'll get you something over there later. Take a look around first.
Also good music.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. The Crusaders Lodge is over yonder. Luzu and Gata are usually there.
I would guess this one is also Hamauzu.
Mm-hmm.
That's my guess.
All right. Over here.
Huh? What's up?
You do remember the prayer, right?
I don't know any prayers.
I don't know any prayers
Of
at
course,
all.
I'd never prayed before in my life. Not that he would know that.
We didn't have God in the
Must have
future.
forgot or something. Here, I'll show you. Go ahead, you try.
Mm. Waka didn't do the spready arm part, did he? Did Titus just
he
invent
did.
that part?
No, he
he did?
did.
Okay. My brain is just small.
It's starting position for the sports prayer.
Okay, now go present yourself to the temple summoner.
Any blitzball player would know that prayer. It was the blitzball sign for victory.
Oh
Rotating the invisible ball in his mind. I also like how he's like, any blitzball player would know that prayer, but he seemed really confused about doing it.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Aww.
This woman's skirt situation is really
Oh, wow. Yes, girl.
odd clothes you got.
Damn.
My dad never plays with me. He just sits in his throne of fishing nets all day. Oh, fuck. Here's a treasure chest. Buy items. I'm gonna buy 2 potions. Whoops, not 10. Secret time.
Oh, I should play a box. We have like.
Oh,
7.
yeah.
It is peanut butter candy time.
Oh, Christ.
Peanut butter candy time. Do the peanut butter candy. Peanut butter candy. Peanut butter candy. With a butt on that.
Thanks.
Christ. Thank you. One more.
Okay.
Fat off he is a RPG.
RPG for me.
Thanks. Thank you. Oh,
Thank you.
They got 2 of the same cat on this game.
Oh, wow. 2 of them.
Mm-hmm. Oh, a Wii U gamepad. Oh, a PS Vita. Boom. Oh, it's time to... I gotta take my test and earn Quetzalcoatl and Shiva.
Hey, you! You were attacked by Sin, right? Recently, was it?
I think so.
So, Sin can't be far, right? You not hiding
Sure.
anything,
Warn me
are
about
you?
missable items if they're
Why
good.
would I?
If Sin's nearby, it'll attack the island for sure.
I'm gonna try to explore
But it
everything,
hasn't.
but...
I wonder why.
I'm sorry. I really don't know anything. To tell the truth, I don't even know what the Crusaders are.
You're kidding, right?
Sin, the toxin. Gotta tell him who we are.
Gotta tell him
Yes,
who we
sir.
are.
The Crusaders are sworn to battle Sin. We have chapters
Gotta,
throughout
gotta,
Spira,
gotta. Joins the
accepting
bowl.
all who wish to join our struggle. The hero Mihen formed the Crusaders 800 years ago as the Crimson Blades. Later, our ranks grew and we called ourselves the Crusaders. We've been fighting Sin ever since.
Pledge of
What? You've been
Allegiance.
fighting 800 years and you still haven't beat it?
Well, we've seen Sin pounds many times, and that's all we can do. Nobody's ever been able to defeat it. Our mission as Crusaders is to protect the temples, towns, villages, and people of Spira.
So, then whose job is it to defeat Sin?
Is Sin's toxin really this bad, sir?
It does seem rather bad. We could just tell you, but I think it better for you to try and remember. Go pray at the temple. Perhaps Yevon will help you regain your memory.
Maybe God will help you.
So, we didn't really get a long view of it, but Gata's, like, ass situation is also pretty
I think
wild.
I think it's like a leather, because like he's got one in the front too, and like on his
You can't
the
make
fronts
it
of
the
his
same
boots.
color as his skin. It looks
You-
like his ass.
You can't, but they did.
you can't.
You mustn't, and yet. Yeah. It's a dog. Can't talk to it. Wow. They didn't have Twitter yet, so that's why you can't pet the dog in this game. There's no incentive to pet the dog.
Fucking get him.
yourself to the temple.
Yeah, they use pre-rendering in this a lot more than I remembered, actually, which is why I said that thing earlier that was insanely wrong. About there not being much. Like, a lot of the room interiors are pre-rendered in this.
You're allowed to be wrong. It's fine.
Thank you.
That's what Final Fantasy X is about. You're allowed to be wrong.
This dog have rabbit's ears. It got excited to hear me say that.
Well, I would too.
Yeah, aside from the sphere grid, the rest of the game's untouched. That's the only feature that the randomizer has. Without the teachings, we'd just live every day in fear of sin.
Wow, that sucks.
I can't tell whether I'm gonna do sports or fight for God.
God. It's really sad what today's kids want to be when they grow up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just wait till we get to the next town.
It was then, standing in that place. I began to realize how different this world was from my own.
Who are these two?
Hands got a blitzball salute.
If I ask questions, don't answer them honestly.
10 years have passed since Lord Braska became High Summoner.
Oh, where'd you come
finally,
from?
we receive a statue for our temple.
Well, what's a High Summoner? I got too close to Sin's toxin.
You can say I'm a high summoner. Am I right?
Oh, no. Everyone gets more and more shocked.
I was funny hearing myself make the same excuse over and over. Funny and a little sad.
The summoners are practitioners of a sacred art, sworn to protect the people of Yevon.
Walking into church and asking, hey, what's God?
Hey, I don't know what God is.
The Aeons.
What's a priest? This guy's sphere grid only has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 nodes on it. He's weak as hell. We've come so long so far.
So what he meant was that we should respect some kind of great men, or something like that, I figured.
Yes, King, go for feminism.
Respect some kind of great men. Catholicized. Partially Catholicized, just like Bunny Rabbit.
Oh my god.
That's so scary.
Now he's fully Catholicized.
You could all toast him the rest of the way. Well, time to go in. Nope. Okay.
Oh. But I want to go in the cloister.
Can't play ball puzzle just yet. Seeing this area is making me think about how Monster Hunter looked like this until like just a few years ago.
Yeah.
Sorry, man. No time for lunch yet. Take a nap. You look pushed.
I'll take a nap. Thanks.
Nap.
Nap.
You could at least go see how they are doing.
We can't interfere. It's a rule.
But it's been nearly. But it's been nearly.
It's been nearly a day already.
Perhaps you could go look for us.
People are searching for him now.
Titus's mom.
Thank you.
Ah. Yeah, I think you're right.
I'm definitely right.
Who cares whether he comes back or not?
God, the voice!
Fine, let him. Do you hate him so? But if he dies, you'll never be able to tell him how much you hate him.
Okay. Good motivation.
Yeah. Positive reinforcement.
Uh-huh.
Waka?
Walked on out of here, more like. Waka waka.
Fuck.
Sorry.
Everyone's more is here. He looks pretty weak. Maybe he just can't take it. Intoxication is no excuse for bothering people with questions.
That's true. I think that 10 has some of the best environment design in Final Fantasy.
I think so too.
I'm hesitant to say the best because I don't remember clearly enough. But,
Yeah.
but I feel like it's up there.
A lot of it stands out in my mind.
Hmm.
I feel like when I played this as a kid, I didn't talk to the NPCs very much, so now I'm talking to every NPC.
Is something wrong?
The summoner hasn't returned from the trial.
Eh?
Well, apprentice summoner, really.
Huh?
There's a room called the Cloister of Trials. Beyond is where the apprentice summoner prays. If the prayer is heard, the apprentice becomes a fully fledged summoner. Remember?
So someone is in there somewhere and they haven't come back out. Right, I got it.
Yep, that's what he said.
Yep.
Is it particularly dangerous in there?
Sometimes, yes.
Why don't you go in and help?
There's already guardians in there. Besides, it's forbidden.
Hey, but what if something happens? What if the summoner dies?
The precepts must be obeyed.
Like Smash Brothers crowd gasp sound.
Going back to Xanarkin, gonna go my buzz.
Good idea after all.
Thank you. All right, Cloister of Trials. Those who seek to learn of Yevon's secret arts are tested by the Cloister of Trials. Find the right way, and you will be taken to the Chamber of the Faith. Examine objects with B to open the way. That's the circle. That's the circle button for you, you PlayStation gamers out there.
For you at home.
This glyph is glowing.
Tita's blasphemous. That's
I
my
love
spell.
I love Xenon Girl of the 21st century.
Christ. When I played this game, I did not engage with these puzzles. I didn't have the patience. I was just like, whatever, give me a guide. I don't care.
Oh, you didn't. You didn't get the
Tell me
cool
where
secret.
to put the ball.
Oh, you did get the secrets. You just followed a guide to get the ball.
Yeah, I followed a guide to get the secrets.
Okay.
Destruction spheres.
Destruction spheres. It seems that Besaid spheres are also necessary.
Okay.
This is a puzzle. The scariest thing about these chambers is that you can only hold one ball. Oh, yeah, see, it tells you.
Maybe if Titus kept the other half of his shorts, then he could put another ball on the other side.
Maybe.
Maybe he should have thought about that.
He's really, yeah, because yeah, the other short was like it wasn't mesh and it was full pocket 360.
Yeah. It's like I don't need that.
I see a sphere-shaped recess. Cool.
That's what Titus says. I see a sphere-shaped recess.
I see one.
I see it.
I'm seeing him.
I seen it. I'm going to play a Vox.
Okay.
That's the theme of Owaka.
That's Owaka's theme. Not Waka. Owaka.
Yeah, it's Owaka. Very
different guy. He's the guy from the intro of the stream.
And one more.
Mm-hmm.
How many die and do they? He have died and you not then ask. When will she stop then spinning? When will it stop? You not who stop then spinning. Not until spinning is gone.
A little early, but very good.
Very good. Hope I don't move this improperly and have to step on the shining spot on the ground.
Someone in the chat asked if you remember how to get the secrets.
You find a destruction sphere and then you put it in the good one that you want.
Okay, I trust you. Don't make me regret this.
Here, I'll take this Besaid sphere and I'll put it elsewhere first.
Okay.
That one feels like
Take the Besaid
progress.
sphere and put it beside sphere.
Let's see. How's it
Thank you for the
taste in
Titus
this wall?
noise.
Okay, it tastes like nothing in that wall.
Taste?
Taste. I'm gonna put it in this. I'm gonna put it in here and see how it tastes.
Okay, that's taste.
Nothing. Yeah, there's an elevator. That's right. So that's the cutoff point. Okay, that's fine. I'll go back to what I was doing. I thought it was so cool how he holds the ball on the overworld.
Yeah.
I think that's nice.
That was the future to you?
It's the future to me. I wasn't that impressed by the water, but when he held the ball in the overworld, my heart fluttered.
What a worthless water in this game.
Hey, what's gotten into you? Hey,
Oh,
it's
was that the
okay.
cutoff?
Only summoners, apprentice summoners, and their guardians can enter here. It's a tradition, very important.
So what about you?
Me? I'm a guardian.
A guardian?
Oh, this is the elevator.
Surprise!
Surprise! They tricked me!
Evan's little trick?
Summoners go on a
Well,
pilgrimage
hopefully
to
whatever was
pray
in there
every
wasn't
temple in
important.
Spira.
Starting up strong.
The guardian's in there now. One of them's got a short fuse, and who knows what the other's thinking. Well, Now that we come this far,
Can you tell me what was in
might as
here?
well go all the way.
What are you doing here? Didn't think we'd be able to handle it.
No, it's just.
Okay.
See, I told you she gets mad easy.
Can you not come back in here? And do the puzzle again?
Is the summoner all right?
Who are you?
Okay, well that's fine. We can unlock that later. It doesn't super matter, I think. That's fine.
A super boss.
A super boss.
It's Yuna from Final Fantasy.
It's Yuna from Final Fantasy. Everybody clap.
Yay!
She's real tired.
Too much ball puzzle.
Kimari is here. Yes, King. Sweat technology.
I have become a summoner.
Man, was I surprised. And here I was thinking summoners were all old geezers.
A girl? Let me go back in. I forgot my toy.
You can't get your toy.
Sir, I forgot my toy. You should let me back inside.
You have to pick up your toy before you leave, or you can't get your toy.
I forgot my Bible.
That Bible belongs to Yevon now, son. I'm sorry.
I forgot my sphere. I gotta go.
That's just embarrassing.
Hey, over here!
Kimari! I can't talk to him. He's out of range.
What?
Why wasn't there any saxophone when Tina sang?
I can't see anything.
Ready?
Okay.
It's time for Phantasy Star Online music. Okay.
Okay. Do it, Yuna.
What was Lulu's posture there? The helmet guy behind Titus. Here comes this guy.
Yay!
I like this thing.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's got titties, yeah, so
good for I think it's good for it to have it.
yeah.
Actually, sticking titties on everything is good character design.
It's not wrong. It's moral to do it. I like how nobody like goes over and touches the big funny bird.
Never seen anything like
Yeah,
it in my
well,
life.
I would be scared
Sure,
to touch the big
it
funny
was a little
bird.
scary, but
I
still,
wouldn't.
I could feel a strange kind of gentleness coming from it.
Bye.
Valor!
It's Valor. Wow.
I remember that night we talked for the first time. I didn't know it then, but after that night, everything changed. For everyone. For me.
Not much. What's the Valor for you?
Let me introduce you to the team. This guy here wants into the tournament so bad, I let him on the team. His memory's a little fuzzy, so don't mind him if he says anything odd. Come on, say hi.
Huh?
Hi guys.
To do our best! Nope, we got a new goal now.
Nope.
Our new goal is victory! To win every match, defeat every opposing team, to bring the Crystal Cup back to our island.
To bring the crystal coconut back to our island.
Easy, huh?
Victory! 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 Victory!
Victory.
Yeah.
These guys just learned about winning and they're going nuts.
Sure got
Inspiring.
the boys worked up, huh?
These boys before and after I told them about winning. Victory, huh?
Keeper.
It's Keeper. He's the keeper. Keeps the goal.
Ethan!
Stay away from the summoner!
Oh yeah!
Yuna, be careful.
But it was really my fault to begin with.
She killed him.
Thank you so much for your help earlier.
Killed him.
I'm sorry about that. Wasn't I not supposed to? Guess I kind of overreacted.
Oh no, I was overconfident.
I saw that Aeon thing. That's amazing.
Really? Do you think I can become High Summoner?
Sure. I don't know what that is. But yes.
Come play with me some more.
So, tomorrow then.
Tomorrow?
We're going on the same boat, aren't we?
Oh, really?
We can talk more.
The way his elbow mesh stretches when he bends his elbow.
You can tell me all about Xanarkand.
She's cute, yeah?
You can just hold this forever.
Answer honestly, Chaz.
Yeah!
Yeah!
No promises there, big guy. Hey, what if she comes on to me?
Final Fantasy dialogue.
That's not going to happen.
I'm going to kill you if that
If you
happens.
get tired, let me know. I had a bed made for you.
Alright, now it's time.
Stay away from the summoner!
Yes!
Stay away from the summoner! Stay away from the
Grandpa may have been defeated, but Grandma is undefeatable.
Grandma is the last defense. Can you
Stay
approach
away?
from a different angle?
Stay away from the summoner! Stay away from the summoner! Stay away from the summoner!
She's got you.
Yeah. Can't go any closer.
Gotta stay away from the summoner.
Stay away!
Stay.
The goers.
Like goers?
Ready for bed?
Yeah.
Good. Sleep tight.
Thank you, Narset, for the sub. 1 year.
Wow.
People in Final Fantasy sleep like this.
That's true. Oh god.
Oh, right. Playable dream time.
Mm-hmm.
If you try to leave the dream, it teleports you back to the start of the dream.
Where's that boat?
Everyone will find us if it doesn't come soon.
You really sure this is okay?
Would you take me to Xanarkand?
To Xanarkand.
Wow.
Hey! You
Oh
said
my
you'd go with
god.
me.
This fucking scene.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey,
I thought Waka told you not to get any ideas.
He did?
Yeah, so you're coming with me.
Extremely FF7 squats moment.
Yeah.
You with a woman? You can't even catch a ball. Oh, what's the matter?
Reverts to child.
Gonna cry, cry. That's the only thing you're good for.
I forgot this goes from 0 to 100.
Yep.
Huh? What'd you say?
You have to speak loudly.
I hate you. That's the spirit.
You can do it.
Jax is like genuinely confused, like, I don't know what that means.
I don't understand this. I can't follow this dream.
I only know ball and then the shitty
woman?
son.
He does look a lot like Chapu. I was surprised too, the first time I saw him. But no matter what he looks like, he isn't Chapu. You shouldn't have brought
Belts.
him here in the first place.
Yeah, but
Here it is. The height of that character design convention.
Yep.
Yeah, but
like, Tetsuya Nomura isn't really the belt guy anymore.
Mm-mm. But for a bit, in the 2000s.
But for a bit. I think he got really into plaid for a bit.
Yeah. I feel like he got all his plaid out in, like, Kingdom Hearts 3.
Scary. So, who's Chapu?
my little brother, Chapu. He looked like you.
He's dead?
He was with the Crusaders when they fought Sin last year. He didn't make it. I first heard on the day of the tournament.
Oh, so that's why.
I became a guardian to fight Sin, yeah?
Revenge, then?
That was the idea. I'm more worried about a stupid game now than avenging my brother. Well, after the next tournament, I'll be a guardian full-time. I know it kinda looks like I'm using you, but I'm not.
Don't
Well,
worry.
if you say so.
I mean, I owe you a lot. You really helped me out, you know? What I mean is... Thanks, Waka.
Stop. You're embarrassing me.
Bender laugh.
Yeah. Just quietly drinking it in.
It's a little Bender laugh that pisses you off.
That endears you.
Chess, I think we should take a break.
Okay, sounds good. Let's take a break. We'll hang out on this screen, and I will put the playlist back on, and I'll put up the BRB, and I'll shut us up. All right, BRB, everyone. Woohoo! Hi everyone. We had snacks. We had snacks and didn't invite you to eat them. Are you jealous? Are you jealous from this? I'm waiting for my controller to turn on. Okay, here we go. This is the future of gaming. Alright, I've been informed that there's a missable treat here in this area.
Hey, sleepyhead.
Which we'll get
I
after.
want to give you.
Huh? Are you silent?
Whoa! You're giving this to me?
Why were you still silent? I hate this program.
Why was I silent? Why are you silencing me?
I'm sorry. I'm bad at using programs.
That's the sword you gave Chapu.
Well,
Water sword.
He never used it. Where's Yuna?
We're taking the same boat as Yuna, right?
Saddest 5-word story. Water sword
10
never
years ago.
used.
The last calm started.
For sale. Water sword.
Since then, she's been like a little sister to me and Lulu. But she had the talent. She became an apprentice. Now, today, she leaves as a summoner.
This is our journey. We should leave together.
Oh, this is my journey. Warren said it was my journey.
She's bringing a suitcase from the future.
Okay.
You really don't need all that luggage. They're not really my things. They're gifts for the temples we're to visit.
This isn't a vacation, Yuna.
I guess you're right.
Okay. Well, what are you gonna you're just gonna leave it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, off we go.
Gonna leave your Seas candies for everybody on the island?
Oh no, Seas candies. I'm on that diet.
God damn it. Did you go back for it?
What do you want, heathen?
You can't get the candy chest.
I know. There's a dog that I have to get a treat from.
Oh? You can pet the dog?
I don't think you can pet the dog. Is the dog at church?
Only praying eye dogs are allowed in church.
Praying eye dogs?
I pray dog, I eat it. That's not right. That was backwards. I pray God, I eat it. That's
Sorry,
what I meant.
I'm just really focused on a praying eye dog. Also, this NPC is Biggs Final Fantasy VII to me.
Oh, yeah, that is Biggs. Wedge.
Wedge? Is Biggs the small guy?
Biggs is the small guy in 7.
Okay.
That is kind of Wiggs, though. Because, like, the red bandana, that's Biggs, but Wedge is the bigger guy.
Wait, didn't Wedge also have a red bandana?
Oh, did he?
I thought so. Oh, I found a book on the ground.
Okay.
The P is B.
Wow.
Bebsy. To talk to store person?
Biggs and Wedge are Star Wars, but they're a recurring Final Fantasy thing after, I guess, what, 6?
6, yeah. I'm watching the store while Sis is off praying. Come back soon. You know, a funny thing happened. My dog dug something up yesterday. I wonder what it was. Me too. Now, where's that dog?
There wasn't a Biggs and Wedge in 9, was there?
No idea, actually.
There's Zorn and Thorn. That's kind of Biggs and Wedge. Okay, they weren't in 9.
That's so weird. Is the dog at church now?
I thought you already looked for the dog at church.
I think things have changed since talking to the shop lady.
The world has changed. Now dogs go to church.
The dog is randomized?
Randomized!
There's like two faceless guys in Tantalus that are like
Oh,
weird
yeah.
beast people that I don't know if they ever get named.
They probably would have been Biggs and Wedge, but like somebody along the way was like, we can't keep doing this.
Oh, there's the dog.
Oh.
He's got something in his mouth. Obtained something mangled and slobbery. Cool. Taking a screenshot of this real quick. That'll be the thumbnail. Valifor has learned Overdrive Energy Blast? Huh? I don't think I've ever gotten this.
I sure haven't. Biggs and Wedge aren't in 9 through 13, so they're in 15? I don't know anything about Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah. Well, I can't figure out where this is. So it's probably fine. Oh, it's listed on the stats? Oh yeah, I see. Overdrive Energy Blast, Overdrive Energy Ray. Alright.
Bird shoot a laser?
Bird shoot one laser. Oh yeah, we can check out everybody's cool moves now.
Yes.
Let's see it in battle.
Okay.
Also, I should... No, I saved already. That's fine.
Okay.
Here comes one now.
I like how Waka wipes his nose every 3 seconds in battle.
That sword again.
Pretty wet sword. Thank you.
No problem. Not too shabby. You kept up with him pretty well. Might make a good guardian someday.
Wasn't really anything to keep up with.
A flyer. My kind of customer.
So this is the battle system in this game. Certain characters are good at fighting certain things, and they force you to do this constantly. Which would be annoying if you couldn't swap out characters on the fly, which is a thing you can do in this, and it's very good. It's one of the reasons I like the battle system of this game a lot.
He does his voice actor did Jack Sparrow in Kingdom Hearts 2.
Oh my god, what?
Like, terrible. Johnny
Like a
Depp.
pseudo-Depp.
Looks like trouble.
This thing is full, chock full of brain.
This. Oh. It's got, like, tangled up wires. That's not a normal brain.
No.
Told ya. Only magic can beat that thing. If you can't beat them down, you gotta use magic of an element they don't like.
They don't like.
Magic? Element? Let's have our black mage show you what I mean.
Magic? I don't know what that is.
I only know ball.
Good thing I'm here. Spells of ice work well against fire fiends, and ice fiends are weak against fire magic. You follow?
I get fire and ice, but what about lightning and water?
I've decided these are the other two elements.
Fire and ice. This one here is a water fiend, which means...
So she has regular spells for this.
Okay.
Because it's a tutorial thing, but I think she'll be fucked up after, once we find a real battle.
Does she normally have Demi?
I don't know. That might be one of her fucked up moves. I also saw Firaga.
That's good.
Yeah.
Take your time.
If she only had 2 bonus spells, that means she has 2 like abilities to go with her original 2 spells.
Get going, man.
We're gonna wait.
Huh?
Are you ready?
Are you gonna try that move one more time?
No, no more times. You've seen enough.
On?
It's not the angle I approached
It's
from.
an ancient custom. People leaving the island pray here for a safe trip.
Did Sephiroth do this?
Chapu
Yeah.
didn't pray that day. Said he'd miss his boat.
Just
prayed.
watch. God.
I do like how you can just watch.
That should do it.
I have to build my affection points with Waka by praying.
Meanwhile, Waka has to build his affection points with God.
By
He's
praying.
popped off, he's like, well, that's it.
Did you know that this game does have affection points like FF7?
I was seeing that.
Yeah.
I saw it talk about that, but I have no idea how that works.
Mm-hmm.
That's bad.
That's not good. Imagine Kimari's being really cool here.
I can't imagine that.
You should try imagining it.
He looks very green to me.
He's blue. Abadia budai.
Okay. I guess that'll just happen.
Love this port. Evan online use /ad permitted term. He is a tiny baby shit. Maybe I should pay this guy some gil to get him to go away.
Okay.
Spiral cut.
Nice.
Here I go. Here I go. Here I go. Here I go. Fail, Ronso. Cringe, Ronso.
God. No. Pog Ronso.
He's so pog is the thing.
I'm big Ronso.
He jumps. He's a blue mage and a lancer dragoon.
Wow. That's too many.
No, he's fine. See, look how cool he is. Polite, mouth very small.
What's with that guy?
Kimari Ronso, of the Ronso tribe. He's learned the fiend's way of fighting.
That's not what I meant.
He's another Yuna's guardians.
Huh?
Sometimes we don't understand him either. Kimari doesn't talk much anyway. But he has protected me since I was a child.
Huh.
Oh,
Weird. So the way weapons work in this game is they don't increase your attack power, usually.
Uh-huh.
They just have, like, abilities on them that do things. So Yuna's staff that we picked up there has sensor, which I think, like, lets you see enemy HP?
Okay.
Yeah. There's a treasure chest up there, but I don't remember how to get it. I think we might have to get that when we come back in 100 years.
The weapons have, like, different models, right? In
They
combat?
do. Yeah, they have different models. The thing about Kimari also is that he starts like kind of in a part of the grid where he can take on like multiple people's abilities. Like you kind of get to choose what to do with them. So that's his original niche.
Why don't we let our summoner show us what she's made of?
Time to switch to members during battle with the left bumper.
It's the limit break, actually.
Let's see some style.
Show us what your training has taught you, Yuna.
Okay.
Okay. Give him a little pat. Slap.
It's not so great to have to watch this every time you summon.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate that for all of their ambition, they didn't figure out cutscene skipping.
Yeah, this game has none of that at all, I believe. Oh, that's right. Yeah, there is a menu setting, I think, for shorter animations, but no skipping.
Yeah.
Sonic Boom. I want to use my cool overdrive move. Use Sonic Wings over and over.
Do the thing, Bellator.
Yeah.
Go off.
We all want to see it. This thing might die before it gets a chance. I'm just gonna do this over and over.
You can't do this. This isn't summoning with honor.
Okay, alright. Overdrive time. Was it Blast that we learned? It was Blast.
Or shoot a laser?
Laser! Oh,
Yay!
a bunch. That's a big number.
That should have been overkill.
Yeah. Over you killing for. I got a new sword, oh boy.
Oh.
Where's Titus?
Put it over.
It has dark touch.
Wait, you literally just got the, like, keepsake sword from...
Nah, this one's cooler. No, it's actually not. This one has strength 5. I don't care about dark touch.
I mean, I prayed. Do I have to use a sword too? God.
Alright, now I think we're in regular battle territory.
Another one of those.
Okay. Nope.
Nope.
No problem. Leave this one to me.
Oh, that's right.
Say good night.
This one wants me to use Waka's move that he doesn't have.
Dark attack.
Alright, Lulu, use Firaga. Oh, Christ. Okay, Yuna, Lulu, use Blizzard!
Seems good.
Thanks, Waka. It was all thanks to you. Ducktail Rod.
Oh, ducktail rod.
Woo. Alright, let's so we got the sphere level on Yuna. So she has auto life and Blizzaga.
Okay.
Alright. And then coming up, we've got an ability that we're about to learn. And it's extract speed.
Is that good?
I don't know. Takes the speed? Take the speed out of him. The thing is that there's a lot of good magic and good abilities in this game. So basically, like, swapping out the stuff you get early on for anything else is probably going to be an upgrade.
Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, she makes one enemy drop speed spheres. Okay, that's good if we need it. That's how you farm those. Oh, she also, wait, does she also actually have Cure and Esna? Maybe that's just here for now.
I think maybe she has to start with those.
Does she? Look at her head.
She can't make up her mind. Summoner's getting confused.
If I use Blizzaga on Waka.
Don't do that.
Is there a way to, like, all target enemies in this?
I don't think so, but I'm not an expert.
Let's see. Oh, okay. Well, it makes more sense, I guess, that they would just auto-start everyone with their original skills so that you don't get fucked up versus what I thought, which is that it would just give them to you for tutorial battles. Ow, okay. Bonus skills.
I'm playing a Vox.
Yes, please.
In the G word, that one is all. In the G word, do not hear trouble.
Oh no! Oh no! Does the Vox not know ball? I don't think it knows ball.
Oh really?
Yeah, which is weird.
Wow. That's shocking and disappointing, frankly.
Yeah, sorry. Lulu has a lot of strength and HP at the start of her grid.
It's good for magic.
It's good for magic. It's good for spells.
You have to give your brain strength and HP to do magic.
That's
I
true.
should know. I was thinking, we should. Well, I say we, but I mean you. You should add Xanarkin to the Vox, but only after we're done playing this.
Okay. You have to the Vox has to observe the game first.
Yeah.
To properly learn the techniques.
To Baphomet.
Baphomet, Xanarkand, it's all in the mind.
Oh, okay.
Xanarkand.
Xanarkin.
You have to say it that way to make it sound like casino.
I'm a deadpan Xanarker, personally.
Yeah.
Did you turn your nose up at my fucking jokes?
I turned my nose very down. Yeah, this song is very FF7. Don't worry, everyone missed Kimari's appearance.
Yep. Kimari got shy and hid behind a green screen. Or Kimari got confused about how a green screen works and stood on the wrong side of it.
Oh, I tried to talk to people, and the few people I tried talking to didn't give me anything of dialogue, so I just skipped them all.
Where are we going? Killico Port.
Who?
What? Huh?
I like how the guy immediately resumed his binoculars.
Oh my god, that movement!
It's normal. Alright.
Yep. This one's not gonna, I can feel it. I can taste it.
Killed. I love how he threw the binoculars away and it kept showing the binoculars' point of view.
It's like...
I don't know who you are or where you came from.
I'm sorry, Lulu, I'll let you talk. It's like the kind of scene where, like, they're running around with a camera and like, you know, filming all their friends. They do this at the end of FF8.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
it's like, this is before you've met anybody, really. This is before anybody knows
I haven't told you where we're going.
They're all just
First
cringing
to
at
Kilika
him.
Island. Then we change boats and head for Luca. For that though, Yuna's gotta pray at the temple. I'll be guarding.
I'll be guarding.
We'll be praying for the Aurochs' victory too, so you come along, yeah?
Great plan.
Hey, it is a great plan.
Don't look
Kamari
at me.
romance. Kamari Ronso romance.
Go on, take a nap or something.
Who can I play triple triad with?
No one.
This game sucks.
All you can do is invite people to join your football team.
Oh yeah.
Oh, them's fascinating clothes you're wearing.
Oh.
Filthy, filthy. These won't sell. All me name's not a waka.
All right.
Don't look like you got much money either. I've no business with you. Out of me way.
Who do you think you are?
Awaka the 23rd, merchant extraordinaire.
Awaka the who?
Don't know me? Well, not many do. Not yet.
I can't sell your clothes, is what I think, and exclaim loudly whenever I meet a new person.
You need to sell your own fucking clothes, Awaka.
Will be spoken all over Spear.
All over
Say,
Spear.
lad, you wouldn't have a bit of gill to lend.
Bribe. Take it all.
Oh shit.
No sweat.
Oh shit.
I guess it pays to ask. Thank you kindly, lad. Fine seed money for the
Fine
Awaka
seed.
merchant empire.
This guy came from 14, voice-wise.
Yeah. Power room.
Chocobo!
Chocobo.
What the heck is that?
It's a chocobo, you motherfucker.
What is this place?
The power room, like it says on the door.
I didn't even realize there was another person in here. I was like,
What's so
what?
strange about chocobo power?
It's just a tutorial voice.
Those are chocobos?
What? You've never seen a chocobo? What kind of backwater island did you come from, anyway?
Wrecked.
Miracles and oddities were starting to become daily routine on this trip.
I saw some really big, fucked up birds, and I hated it.
Freaking chocobo. You don't have Final Fantasy in the future?
La. La.
Does it make a YTP sound?
La. 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 La 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 la.
Oh my god.
You know, the famous song and how it sounds.
La. La. La.
They just kind of took the first take on that one, huh?
Yeah. Que.
Mm-hmm. La 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 la.
Ah. I better save this fucking game. It's been a bit.
I'm not at liberty to talk about our plan.
I didn't know you had a
People
plan.
think you're with us. You'll be excommunicated too. Some things you're better off not knowing. Take it from me.
Okay. Restricted area. Our operation depends on this cargo.
Okay. I love these weird, like, pre-rendered animated backgrounds.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, fuck it up.
Yeah, get him.
The potion box.
How many. Is this just what we're gonna do for the next?
This is what we're doing.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right, it ran out.
Darn, it hurt you.
Remedy.
Can I tell you about something fun from Final Fantasy VIII?
Yeah, please.
So in one of the starting towns, you go to a house that's like run by a member of the Resistance, and you can recover your HP and stuff at like his little water faucet that gives you water.
Yeah.
It gives you like healing juice. I forget what exactly they call it. And you can keep using it however much you want, unless you steal the money out of his cupboard. And you can never use it again.
Oh, that's really good.
Word is
someone says
that
there was
summoner's
a...
got noble blood.
I heard
a magazine.
This is a good shot.
Don't say it.
This is a really good shot. I'm really surprised these characters have nipples.
Yep, it's a brave time.
Yeah.
A brave era. Where's the magazine? Oh, it's over here in the very bottom right corner of my wide screen.
Oh, I love when they do this in Final Fantasy.
L equals C. We learned 3 letters.
Yay.
That's the whole book said that. Like, it was a thick, thick book. And that's the information it provided me.
All right, this was before Twitch TOS.
Right. Waka!
So, is Yuna's father famous or something?
She's the daughter of High Summoner Braska. You saw his statue at the temple. Lord Braska defeated Sin 10 years ago. Yuna's the heir to a great legacy.
It's tough when your father's famous.
Huh?
Waka's a bit lacking in the imagination department.
Huh?
Thanks, Lulu. I'll keep that in mind.
You can't imagine having a famous father. Poor simple Waka. When is the failable blitzball thing? That's at night, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
I want to like save before that.
Yeah. It's such
gonna-
a shitty thing.
It's gonna save after every time I fuck up, especially because I think it's gonna be a button prompt, and
Yes.
it's gonna be
believe so.
Xbox. It's gonna be Xbox buttons. Oh, it's not at this part of the game? It's later? Okay.
Oh, okay. I just know it's on a boat.
Yeah, I think it's probably next boat then. The famous of your father.
Oh, I feel like this is going to be a real humdinger of a cutscene.
Yeah. Thanks, Ashley. Thank you.
The wind. It's nice.
Oh my god.
What is his face?
You thought you knew the laughing cutscene in Final Fantasy X. Well, get ready for...
It's a lot of chuckling.
You're a blitzball player.
People love to have fun. We're all having fun here.
Right?
Yeah, we love that.
You hear that from Waka?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Waka.
His neck
Waka
is so
doesn't believe me
bendy.
at all.
Mm-hmm.
He's a serpent.
He's a stretchy little guy. He's a dog.
Oh.
I believe you.
Huh?
I've heard in Xanarkand there is a great stadium, all lit up, even at night.
Huh?
Great blitzball tournaments are held there, and the stands are always full.
How do you know that?
A man named Jack told me. He was my father's guardian.
Ah! That's my dad!
My father. His name is Jack.
Same name.
It's a hell of a coincidence. I thought about how common the name Jack was.
You know, our meeting like this must be the blessing of Yevon.
Sounds like him, but it can't be him.
Why not?
My old man, he died. 10 years ago, off the coast of Xanarkand.
But you're in the future,
sorry.
so time doesn't mean anything.
Can't time is fake.
He went out to sea for
I like her
training one
boots.
day.
I have never liked her boots.
Mostly I was just pointing out her boots, and I chose a nice thing to say about them.
I really like Yuna's design overall.
Mhm.
But the boots? Why are you wearing those on an island?
It's because it's for travel. It's for her pilgrimage. She's moving in the dirt.
Okay.
That was the
It's
day
practical.
my father left.
It's not.
It is.
The date fits, doesn't it?
His reaction.
How would he get here?
You're here? Are you not?
Oh. I wonder if there's a way to fix this. Googling real quick.
I wonder what's causing it.
Fantasy X green screen.
It's Kamari again. Kamari fucked it up.
Oh no.
Cringe Ronzo.
Oh boy.
Sorry. God damn it.
Alright, let's exit the game. I'll try. It's so loud. Alright, let me fix this setting. NVIDIA control panel. This seems like an insane fix, but I guess that's console to PC ports.
I guess.
Manage 3D settings. Change the power management mode to prefer maximum performance.
This is how sin poison works. That's true.
Apply.
I'm gonna play a Vox while you do this.
Okay. Well, hope you like to hear this loud.
Ah! I'm going to play another Vox.
Okay.
You not said
That's Ronzo. He is a good creature.
and he had said
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Uh-huh. It's a historical record. Oh, it's an autosave.
Oh.
It's 20 seconds after my save, so let's see if I
Sure.
fixed it.
But we have to watch the cutscenes again.
Yeah, we have to watch this cool cutscene.
Okay, well I'm gonna play more Vox.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Wait, it does have ball.
this potted blues up away. That's bug ones.
Bug ones?
That is Bug Ones.
The tension of Bay with three blitz balls have been found.
3 blitz balls. I love blitzball being a contracted form of bug liquid its balls. The polite mode meta is quite interesting. It's very different from wild.
aren't you? From Xanarkand, right?
5
hear that from Waka?
stars.
5 stars.
Huh.
OMG, the best game to come out ever.
Waka doesn't believe me
November
at all.
23rd, 2001. Final Fantasy X is enough reason just to go out and buy a PS2. This game features 50+ hours of pure RPG pleasure.
Pleasure.
It has graphics with an X that blow away any games I have seen, including X flops.
Oh, like Xbox.
Get them. All the characters are massively detailed and move smoothly. If you own a PS2, you must get it. If you don't have a PS2, then get one.
You must get it.
To miss this one out.
Was the last bit?
You will be a fool to miss this one out.
That's a good phrase.
My father. His name is Jecht.
Amazing.
This is an RPG game, not action game. First of all, this is the RPG game. It's all about the story. So if you say people would get bored fighting chocobos and defeat the enemy with magic over and over again, then you're not following its story. I played the demo. The graphics is amazing. In-game graphics is like FMV. You will not see the difference. The voice? Who cares about voices? It's great though. What else? Oh, it's for PlayStation 2. Great.
I'm sorry.
He went out to sea for training one day.
I made them quiet.
Thank you. That's very polite of them.
Fighting chocobos.
Best game ever.
Ooh.
The Final Fantasy games are by far the best games ever. They provide a rich storyline, in-depth characters, and hardcore RPG action. If you don't have a PS2, go buy one, because this game will make it all worth it. If you bought Xbox, well, you're ... Unless you are happy with one good game, Halo, for the rest of your system's life. GameCube is okay, but doesn't have any FF. This game is all worth the price.
It's
Hell,
all
think of
worth
it
the
as
price.
think of it as $1 an hour.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. This game has over 50 hours of gameplay. So what are you waiting for? Go out and buy this game.
You make a strong argument. Oh, okay. All right. Let's see if it's green. Green, 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 green. Green. No green.
I think it's fine. No green.
Yeah. Uh oh, the sails are green. A little bit is leaking through.
Greenless percent.
A little slow there, Kimari. Also, what was that motion? You won't see the difference.
You will not see the difference.
What do you think you're doing? Stick a harpoon in him and we'll all get dragged under.
Zin is going for Kilika. We gotta distract it.
Our families are in Kilika. Forgive us, Lady Summoner.
Wait! Oh boy!
Sin is a whale now.
Was it not a whale before?
It was a meat hole in the sky.
Oh, that's true. Maybe it was just a little part of the big whale, though.
Oh, maybe. Oh, these are here, though.
Yeah.
These nasty little boys.
Classics of sin.
Mm-hmm. Great sentence. Oh, yeah, we haven't gotten to see what Kimari has.
What's he got?
What's he got? First, I gotta get to him. Oh boy. Alright, what you got, Kimara? You got white magic, you got haste god. Okay!
Okay!
Yeah, dude!
Nice!
Do it, go for it!
Wow. Epic Ronso.
Alright, so the thing about this game is that you are penalized if you don't swap all your party members into fights. You get more experience points if you swap everyone in. So I'll be doing that. I'm gonna reduce HP of all enemies. Or friends by 1/4. I won't do that. Pop. Oh yeah, you can see where the fin model ends.
The fin.
Oh.
That's where they're coming from.
Fighting at a distance. Such as Sin's fin. Attack with magic and Waka's ball. Alright, that's Gamer Command. I was waiting for one to appear, for a real one to appear. What's Waka's other move? Dark attack, armor break. Why can't he use armor break? Oh, he only has 10 MP, is why.
Oh, well, yeah.
Okay.
More like Sin scale up the difficulty of this game, am I right, Chess?
Huh?
You get it?
I don't understand,
It's like a Sin scale, which is the thing you're fighting. But also I'm using it like scale up.
Oh, like make large.
Over.
I've overkilled Sin.
Well, problem solved, right? Blitzball, the only ranged attack known to man.
It's true. Relaxed.
Blitzballers at the castle gates is a really good image.
Yeah. Oh god, I love how he's just getting bumped by these guys. These weird little fish.
These are all a type of blitzball. Oh. What? It's homing?
It's homing.
It's Homer?
It's Homer. He uses
What?
a potion on him in a cutscene. Yeah. Or a phoenix down, I'm not sure. Thumbs up.
Oh my god. Okay.
Now they have to defend the dolphins.
It's really funny that the music starts playing when you see the dolphins, so it seems like you're gonna fight the dolphins.
Yeah. Sin spawn Equiles. Damn it, Waka.
Futilely mashing the button.
Fine,
Not gonna
I'll
make
use
him
Dark
get more MP.
The game should give me more MP if I really want it. I love the drain touch animation. I love to do that with my hands. Just like a little... Ow. 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 Touch.
Touch. No touch.
No touch.
Not even a little bit.
Whoa. Blender.
Blender from Futurama.
Bite my shiny metal.
Bite my shiny metal ball.
Taste
Waka.
my metal. taste my steel. Blend Futuram. Ow! Evan! Oh, this guy recovered his eyesight. Uh-oh.
He's gonna touch it.
To attack him with darkness, Waka's innate skill.
Do you ever think about Dark Waka?
Yeah. Dark Waka tribute.
Twisted Waka. You ever play Blitzball? To me, that's just normal ball.
Oh right, I forgot you can like swap attack or weapons in battle. Put on the Dark Touch sword.
That's good, actually.
Yeah, this game's battle system is quite good. I didn't point this out, but also you can see in the top right, there's like a action order. It shows you like, there's no like active time battle thing, slow bar that builds up. It just shows you like how the turn order is going to be affected by the actions that you take.
Yeah,
I think that's good. Bite my twisted metal ass.
God. Welcome to my twisted ass.
Mmm.
5 stars. Looks good. Most likely the best RPG for any game console. It looks great graphics, features characters, and just overall play.
It features characters.
The detailed graphics add so much to this game. They make you feel more in the game. I have been researching this game to a good extent, and I have wonderful findings.
Oh, I love that sentences.
Astounding. This game of graphics.
How fascinating.
It looks great. Graphics, features, characters. Everyone.
It's time for this town to get wedded upon.
Oh no! It's gonna get wedded on. Bummer.
Yeah. Something that gets me is like, Sin is like a known thing.
Yeah.
But they keep building like shanty boardwalk villages.
Yeah.
Bye, everyone.
Well, they can't build like anything more advanced than that because like Sin would come and destroy it anyway.
I guess that's true, but like, couldn't they like build it on the land?
Okay.
that's my main
okay,
thing.
if you're gonna be like that.
What were the devs thinking of this village?
When Sin attacked Xanarkand that day, I woke up in Spira. I kept hoping it would work in reverse, too.
I will defeat Sin. I must defeat Sin.
I guess there is monsters on the land. Yeah, that's true.
I was just fooling myself.
This is a world where monsters rule.
Maybe it was that day, on the sea, under the burning sun. I started to give up hope. I was in a foreign world. I wasn't going home. This was my new reality, and I was stuck in it for good.
That's where we went.
What a fun adventure.
Yeah. There's that sax.
No! It's not that kind of sax!
It's a different one.
Yuna. I have come from the temple in Besaid.
Well, you're right. It's like a bassoon.
Milady Summoner! If there is no other summoner here, please allow me to perform the sending.
Thanks, BT.
Our loved ones. We feared they would become fiends.
Please, take me to them.
We'll go see what we can do to help in town.
Eh. Seems,
help?
Seems weird. You do you, I guess.
Oh, okay. That big Mario hammer.
Yeah, he's fixing it.
Hammer.
Hammer. These guys work fast.
They're crafting.
Mm-hmm.
What's ascending? Are we going somewhere?
Oh my god.
You truly are clueless. Are you sure it's just your memory that's the problem?
Finally.
Mm-hmm.
I hate your hair, but go off, queen.
Need guidance.
Yeah.
Filled with grief over their own death, they refuse to face their fate. They yearn to live on and resent those still alive. You see, they envy the living. And in time, that envy turns to anger, even hate. Should these souls remain in Spira, they become fiends that prey on the living. Sad, isn't it? The sending takes them to the far plane, where they may rest in peace.
Summoners do this?
Summoners do this?
Girls do this.
Is this a cutscene? This is a cutscene.
Yep, here it is.
This is the one cutscene.
Barefoot
What
legal.
is two, I guess. Barefoot legal. You can't. This wasn't the cutscene that I saw on the news feature.
It's not?
It's not. But it must have left some sort of impression on me anyway. Maybe I saw it in like somebody's Siggy.
Yeah.
Obviously not the whole thing. But
Right. This is like the one that everybody rewatched if they could. Though.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good cutscene.
Yeah.
Frankly.
Mm-hmm.
And Tidus actually just shuts up during it.
Yeah. He just watches. He's captivated. Oh yeah, it was on the back of the box, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yeah, I guess that would explain it.
Thousands of kids learned that song for a school project on a given instrument. I'm positive.
Yuna chose her own path. She knew from the beginning what it meant. All we can do is protect her along the way until the end.
Until the end? What's the end?
Everybody turns to face him.
Oh my god.
Until she defeats sin.
Oh.
Tidus would never make Yuna some hot
I
coffee.
hope I did okay.
No.
Actually, it's nice coffee. I had Waka make it. I had Lulu make it. I had Kamari make it cold.
I had whoever learned Blizzaga, I had you make it cold.
I wished there would never be a next time. No more people being killed by sin. No more sendings for Yuna. Everyone stood there watching her. It was strange, and somehow horrifying. I never wanted to see it again.
But it was cool.
It was cool. He didn't want to see it. It was too scary for him. There was ghosts.
It was badass, but it was fucked up.
Ugh. Ugh. Ah. It's me when I wake up in the morning. Are you ready?
Yeah. Yes! Yes! You are!
You are.
You're gonna do it!
This line is great because it's not a mistranslation.
Yeah! It's real.
This kid really says that they want to become a blitzball when they grow up. It's just what they want.
You can do it. I believe in you.
You can do it. All right, Gigi. How you feeling? It's been...
I'm feeling like it's 3.
Yeah, that's how I'm feeling too. I think that's gonna be it for session 1 of Final Fantasy X. Thanks everyone. This is gonna be our new weekly thing, so we will pick this up from here next Tuesday. I'm gonna probably swap over like completely to Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday schedule because it's nice to have the days laid out that way for me. So that'll be that going forward. Tomorrow is Wednesday. I will play, going to my own Twitter,
Slime Rancher.
I'll play Slime Rancher. Slimers rule. Slime Rancher. See you then. Thanks, Gigi. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.